Good morning, dear learners. So here we are going to discuss about artificial intelligence. What is mean by artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence is a concept which has been developed through trained models. When you are talking about this artificial intelligence, we feed a large amount of data into certain programs. These will help us in recognizing our text or image format or whatsoever. So we'll give uh, large amount of data into the model or a program. Then that will help us in creating new kind of data, or it will also help us to do multiple tasks which are not possible with one mind. So artificial intelligence is like it's a model which is already trained, and based on that training, it will give us some kind of result. So this is what is called as artificial intelligence. So I'll just share my screen with you. So this artificial intelligence will work as a game changer. So how and what is the definition of artificial intelligence, and everything will be seen here. So to define the definition of artificial intelligence is artificial intelligence is also referred to as AI. So it is abbreviated as AI. The definition is artificial intelligence refers to the capability of machines to perform tasks that typically requires human intelligence, such as learning, reasoning, problem solving, and understanding of natural language. What is meant by natural language? So, what do we speak? It's what is called as a natural language. So if we give a command in our language, the machine will try to analyze our command. It will try to solve the problem, whatever we have. So this is what is called as artificial intelligence. Then moving further. So when was this, the context of artificial intelligence has started? So the context of artificial intelligence has started way back in 1950s, even before in 20th century itself, the discoveries are uh, the history of this artificial intelligence date back to the early 1950s or in the middle of the 20th century. So where we are creating computers. So what is a computer? A computer is a device which will compute or calculate, such as our mobiles, watches, calculators. So whatever it is. So it's a device that can compute, or it can do a multitasking, or large amount of data can be analyzed by using these computers. So like that, we have the discovery of these computers or artificial intelligence has started way back in 1950s. So there are a lot of milestones which have, for example, say the Turing text or the Turing test. So this has been taken in 1950s, and the first AI program in the 1950s was designed. So here they used to feed, as I told you, they used to feed large amount of data, and then they used to get the results to our desired questions. So there are, how can we classify this artificial intelligence? So this can be categorized based on two things. One is based on the capability, and the second one is based on the functionality. So here we'll see the first one, types of AI based on the capability. So based on the capability, AI is divided into three categories: the narrow AI, general AI, and the super intelligent AI. So these are the, based on their capability, they are classified as three things. So first one, narrow AI. The second one, general AI. The third one, super intelligent AI. So these are the three categories which are based on capabilities. So as I told you, narrow AI is very weak. It's not so strong. It's very weak because the AI is very narrow. The Here the data is not fed too much. Only a specific task can be performed. It is not for general purposes. Only a specific amount of data is given to it, and the results of that specific questions can be utilized. So like that, we can have a narrow AI. The second one is a general AI. This is very strong AI. So here in this case, we have this is also called as a hypothetical AI that can solve large amount of data. It can understand, it can have reasoning, and it can also have problem solving abilities. So this is what is called as general AI, and this is very strong. Even the generative AI or the Gen AI is belonging to this category of general AI. The next one is the super intelligent AI. So this is a theoretical form of AI that surpasses human intelligence across all the fields, such as so whatever the human intelligence is there, this is beyond the human intelligence. So this is what is called as super intelligent AI. So these are the three categories of AI based on the capability. The next one is the types of AI which are based on the functionality. So depending on the functions it can perform, we can categorize into four categories. One is the reactive machines. Second one is the limited memory. Third one is theory of mind, and the fourth one is self-aware AI. So these are the four categories of AI based on the functionality. We'll look at each one of them now. First one is the reactive machines are basic systems that respond to current inputs without the memory. For example, say watch or calculators. They don't have memory. They'll just if I give them to add, they'll give it back. So like that, there are certain AI uh, which are called, for example, say we have one important AI model that is developed by IBM. This is called as Deep Blue. So this is given only basic systems that can respond to a current input. So if I just tell them to add numbers, it will add and give like that. Then coming to the limited memory. So first one, it has no memory. Second one, it has limited memory. So coming to this category of limited memory, systems that can learn from the experiences to improve future performances. Or for example, say these self-driving cars. So nowadays it has been a trend all over the world. There are self-driving cars. These self-driving cars, they will learn from the traffic and they will adjust the course based on their learning. This is also called as machine learning. The machines will try to learn from the real-time issues and then they will act accordingly. So this kind of behavior is what is called as limited memory. They have limited memory, so they will act accordingly and they will do the remaining tasks. Then coming to the third one, the theory of mind. So this is somewhat advanced AI that will understand emotions and human mental stress and states. Still, it is in developmental stages. So like that, for example, say you might have watched in the movies whenever the humans feel stressed and robot will come to them and then they will assist them in, for example, if the human is for example, if the human is looking dull, then the robot will come and try to cheer him up. So like that. So this is advanced AI, and still it is in the developmental stages. And then the last one is the self-aware AI. And this is also called as the theoretical systems that process self-awareness and consciousness, and it is not yet realized. So self-aware AI is like the human brain. So just like our brain, this self-aware AI will act as the human brain. So it has its own understanding of the things and how a human will understand. In the same way, this self-aware AI will work just like the human brain. And even this is not yet realized. It is under developmental stages. Then we look at the key technologies which are involved in the AI. Generally, we have three kinds of technologies. One is the machine learning. The second one is the computer vision. The third one is natural language processing. So first one is the machine learning. So in this case, we are giving a lot of algorithms to allow the systems to learn from the data and then improve over time. So this is what is called as machine learning. Now, so what happens with this machine learning? As I told you, with the case of self-driving cars, the car or the vehicle that is being run on the AI will try to learn from the traffic, and then it will ask us to take a shortcut or take some long roads. So depending on the situation, it will help us to avoid some certain circumstances. So this is what is called as machine learning. So here the algorithm is fed to a machine in such a way that it will respond to the corresponding situations. This is what is called as machine learning. The next one is the computer vision. So this will allow the machines to interpret and make decisions based on the visual data. So just like a person viewing through a webcam and giving instructions, in the same way, a computer can do with the help of a camera. So here, through a web camera or through a camera, a computer or the artificial intelligence can take decisions based on. Uh, this is most useful in case of military establishments where there are a lot of users of AI with respect to the military uh, users as concerned. So if there is any threat, it may allow the soldiers, it may alert the soldiers, or it may alert someone else so that the threat can be neutralized. So like this computer vision has a lot of importance nowadays. The next one is the natural language processing. Here, this will enable the machines to understand and generate human language. So if I am speaking to the machine can understand and reply me back in the same language what I'm speaking. For example, if I want the machine to translate the same in Hindi, it may be able to translate in Hindi. Or if I want it in Telugu, it may be able to translate in Telugu. So like that, whatever I'm trying to give the command, it will give the response in the same way. So this is like a sort of natural language processing. So next we'll move to the next slide, corresponding to the applications of AI. So nowadays, this AI or artificial intelligence has a lot of awareness and a lot of discussions are going on and how to apply or where are the various fields it can be applied. So various applications of AI include, but these are not limited to this. There are other areas where we can apply this. So I have taken the four major areas where it can be applied. First one is the healthcare services. So to provide the diagnosis or we can give the personalized medicine and robotic surgeries. So in all these cases, in healthcare systems, this AI can be applied. And then in case of finances, to detect the fraud detection or to do a risk assessment and to automate the trading. So, so the financial sector has these many applications. So we can do the fraud detection or we can do a risk assessment and we can automate trading. Then coming to the e-commerce sector, it has personalized recommendations and customer service chatbots. So, for example, nowadays it has become a trend to give these personalized service chatbots. Every bank you can find a chatbot. For example, the SBI uses Hila, and then even Amazon it has Rufus. So like that, we will find in lot of e-commerce sites we have these personalized chatbots. Then talking about chatbots, we also have Gemini from Google, Rufus from Amazon, Copilot for Microsoft. So like this, we have a lot of chatbots. So these will try to provide us information and based on our questions. So like that, we have a lot of chatbots in the e-commerce sector. And this even all these chatbots will run on artificial intelligence. The next one is the next application is in transportation. As I told you, the self-driving cars. Uh, Recently in Bangalore, they have launched self-driving cabs. All these work on artificial intelligence. So autonomous vehicles and traffic management systems. So all these are coming under transportation. So there are other applications. I have taken the major top four applications of artificial intelligence. Even nowadays, artificial intelligence is being used with the military applications, and it also is being used for research. If I want to identify some leads in the research, so I can take the help of artificial intelligence. So like this, there are a lot of applications of artificial intelligence. Then we'll see top three benefits of AI. So the major benefits of AI is three things comes to my mind. One is the efficiency, second one is accuracy, the third one is insights. So efficiency, artificial intelligence will work on the data what we give it. No, so based on that, it will try to analyze based on the models or based on the training what we have given to them. Based on that, it will analyze the best in a good efficiency and it will try to give the response back. So like this, I can get good experience as compared to a human being. The second one is accuracy. It reduces the human error in data processing and decision making. Because as I told you, these artificial intelligence will work on the data, what we are giving to train the models. So based on that only, it will try to give the response. So it will reduce the human errors and it will increase the accuracy of the data or the results, whatever we are going to get it. And then next one is the insights. So artificial intelligence can be used to analyze large amount of data sets and better business intelligence. So there is uh, one aspect of this benefits, like for example, say we have the Microsoft Power BI. So this will work on the business intelligence. Will give a lot of insights on the data sets, how to improve the sales, what are the lagging, how to improve the lagging. So all these things can be generated or all these things can be understood by just looking at the flow of data. And to analyze, we are using this artificial intelligence. As I told you, Microsoft Power BI is a good example of a business intelligence tool which can be used to analyze our data and then give the various aspects of the data and then how we can improve, what are the areas to improve. So everything will be given by artificial intelligence. So apart from these benefits, we also have certain risks and challenges with artificial intelligence. So majorly there are three concerns. One is the ethical concern, secondary security risk. The second one is the next one is the dependence on data. So these are three risks what we can face with respect to this artificial intelligence. So ethical concerns. So ethics. um, with the improvement of digital world, we are sometimes losing the privacy. Losing privacy is any kind of privacy. For example, if a data is fed to a website to collect our personal data, it can be used for other purposes. So this is one of the ethical concerns what we can face with the help of, by using this artificial intelligence. So based on the algorithm that has been used to feed the data, what they are collecting may be used for other purposes. So job displacement, we have because nowadays a lot of companies are laying off their employees because they want to introduce this artificial intelligence so that they will pay less and gain more work. So like that. So this is one of the ethical concerns what we can. But as they are laying off the employees, they are hiring new employees who can work with the data or who can work with artificial intelligence. So like that, there are challenges and risks, not only with the ethical concerns, but also with security risks. So vulnerabilities in AI systems can be exploited to malicious purposes. So, so like that, if we find any loophole, they'll try to capitalize on that. So like that, we can also train the models in a malicious way such that they gain unwanted data from a customer. So like that, we can also train the models to do mis uh, malicious purposes also can be used. Then dependence on the data. So this is one of the risks or challenges what the AI will function. As I told you, artificial intelligence will work on large amount of data what we feed into it. So which makes it very difficult because we need to give a lot of input so that it can analyze the data to give an output. So like that, This artificial intelligence may be helping us, but it needs to be trained with a large amount of data. So that is one of the important drawback or challenges that AI has to face. So next one, what about the future trends? So the future trends, for example, nowadays there is a concept called as IoT or Internet of Things. So if you want to integrate the functionality of different things, for example, say nowadays we are going out, and while coming inside of our home, even before we are coming inside, we can switch on the AC. So like this is what a good example of Internet of Things. So we need not go to house and then switch on the AC and sit there. Even before coming to the house, with the help of Internet of Things or IoT, I can switch on the AC from anywhere by using a application. So like that, this application will enable the usage of our Wi-Fi, and then it will switch on the AC. So this is an example of IoT. So Internet of Things. So enhanced connectivity between the devices will lead to smarter environments. And then moving on to the next one. So we are lot of generative or general AI. As I told you, general AI or generative AI is an ongoing research towards developing good capabilities, because as I told you, this general AI is the strongest, and this is the future of our generations to come. The next one is the regulatory frameworks. So as it is improving, the AI is improving and replacing all the human lives while creating new opportunities. We need to regulate this artificial intelligence because, as I told you, there are concerns of ethical concerns, then privacy concerns. So to address all these things, we need to create a lot of regulatory frameworks. So we need to have a global set of guidelines such that this artificial intelligence can be regulated in such a way that these malicious activities with regulated to AI can be stopped. So this is a conclusion what I give. Artificial intelligence will impact some lives, whereas it will create new opportunities. The only way to learn AI is to use AI. Then, as I told you, we are still in the era of digital era, which will need a lot of artificial intelligence. Then there is a ongoing development. So as the technology is emerging, we need to grab the technology, and then we need to brace ourselves for the impact of AI. Thank you. So with this, to summarize, artificial intelligence is what we use for data transformation, which is internal dependent upon the large amount of data what we capture. So based on the data what we capture or we use to train, the artificial intelligence will try to give us the results, what the desired results. For example, say machine learning. So based on the data what we train to it, for example, the self-driving cars or whatsoever. So based on that, it will try to give us back the results. So like this, I can generate the data, I can use it, and so whenever a trained model is used to generate a data, this is called as generative AI or Gen AI. So like that, we have a lot of things to be noted here. The best way is to understand and then use it so that we can gain good insights from the data what we want to analyze. So like this, we can use AI. Thank you.